In an unexpected revelation, Charles Spencer, Diana's only brother, opens up like never before. After years of remaining tight-lipped about his family's darkest secrets, he now bares his soul, offering shocking insights into his sister's life, their shared past, and his struggles. This exclusive account will leave readers questioning everything they thought they knew about the Spencer family. Stay tuned to find out. Earl Charles Spencer, the younger brother of the late Princess Diana, has consistently stood as a vocal advocate and protector of his sister's enduring legacy. Over the years, he has used his platform to shed light on the challenges Diana faced as a member of the British royal family, along with the pressures that came with her unprecedented global fame. In a recent interview, and through the pages of his newly released memoir, Spencer has offered a deeper, more intimate look into not only the tumultuous experiences of his beloved sister, but also his trials. These revelations have reignited public discourse surrounding the complexities of life within and on the fringes of royalty. Spencer's reflections delve into the emotional weight carried by Princess Diana during her lifetime, emphasizing the unrelenting scrutiny she endured from both the media and the institution itself. He has often compared the harsh criticism and invasive press attention Diana faced to the challenges faced by modern members of the royal family, pointing out how much more dangerous it was during Diana's era. Her tragic death in 1997, following a car crash in Paris while being pursued by paparazzi, remains a stark reminder of the consequences of such relentless pressure. Spencer has been steadfast in his criticism of those responsible, famously delivering a powerful eulogy at her funeral that condemned the media and highlighted Diana as one of the most hunted women of the modern age. In his memoir, Spencer shifts focus to his own life, revealing the profound impact of his upbringing and the traumas he has endured. He recounts painful episodes of abuse he suffered during his childhood, both at boarding school and at home. He writes of a harsh boarding school environment where a culture of silence allowed abuse to flourish unchecked, as well as the physical punishments inflicted by a nanny during his early years. These deeply personal accounts underscore his belief in the importance of speaking out against abuse, no matter how entrenched or taboo the subject may be. Through his writing and interviews, Spencer also shares his journey toward healing and finding peace. He discusses how confronting these long-buried memories while working on his memoir was both a cathartic and challenging experience. The process forced him to face his unresolved traumas head-on, ultimately leading him to seek therapy and adopt practices such as Tai Chi and breathing exercises as part of his recovery. Spencer candidly admits that his motivation for undertaking this journey was to become a better father to his children and to free himself from the emotional burdens that had shaped much of his life. In addition to addressing his struggles, Spencer offers glimpses into his current life and relationships, including his new romance with archaeologist Dr. Kat Jarman. Their partnership, which began as a professional collaboration, has evolved into a meaningful connection that he describes as unlike any he has experienced before. This chapter of his life, marked by personal growth and emotional openness, stands in stark contrast to the tumultuous relationships of his past, including 3 marriages that ended in divorce. Spencer's reflections serve as both a tribute to Diana's memory and a testament to his resilience in the face of adversity. By sharing his story, he not only honors his sister's legacy, but also sheds light on the enduring effects of trauma and the power of healing. His willingness to confront these issues publicly has resonated with many, sparking important conversations about mental health, abuse, and the complex realities of life within the public eye. As Earl Spencer continues to advocate for his sister's memory and navigate his own path forward, his story serves as a reminder of the enduring impact of both privilege and pain. His journey underscores the importance of confronting the past, embracing vulnerability, and striving for growth, no matter how daunting the road may seem. Charles Spencer, the younger brother of Princess Diana, has long been an outspoken advocate for preserving his sister's legacy and shedding light on the challenges she faced. Over the years, Spencer has consistently voiced concerns about the treatment Diana endured, particularly at the hands of the press and the royal family. His candid reflections have resonated with many, providing insight into the complex dynamics that surrounded one of the most beloved figures of the 20th century. In a revealing interview with the BBC, Spencer delved into the intense scrutiny Diana faced during her life. He drew comparisons between her experiences and the pressures endured by the royal family today, emphasizing how the media's relentless focus can have profound and damaging consequences. Diana's tragic death in 1997, which occurred following a high-speed car chase with paparazzi in Paris, served as a devastating culmination of years of invasive media coverage. Spencer highlighted how this event forced the tabloid industry to confront its practices. However, he argued that any subsequent changes were not driven by genuine remorse or a newfound sense of morality, but rather by the sheer scale of public outrage that followed Diana's death. Spencer's advocacy for his sister's memory is perhaps best exemplified by the powerful eulogy he delivered at her funeral. Standing before millions of mourners around the world, he described Diana as one of the most hunted women of the century.
A girl given the name of the ancient goddess of hunting was, in the end, the most hunted person of the modern age.
His words struck a chord with audiences, capturing both the immense love and admiration people felt for Diana and the profound sorrow over the injustices she endured. This moment of raw honesty earned Spencer widespread admiration, solidifying his role as a defender of his sister's legacy. However, his eulogy was not without consequences. Spencer's frank criticism of the media and implicit critique of the royal establishment strained his relationship with members of the royal family. The tensions that arose from this speech underscored the delicate balance Spencer sought to maintain, honoring his sister's memory while navigating the complex and often fraught relationships within the royal sphere. One of the most poignant revelations Spencer has shared in recent years concerns Diana's funeral procession. He later disclosed that he had been misled about the participation of his young nephews, Prince William and Prince Harry, in the solemn walk behind their mother's coffin. Spencer originally believed that the decision for the boys to join the procession was entirely voluntary, but he later learned that this was not the case. Reflecting on this, Spencer described it as the most harrowing moment of his life. He felt a deep sense of anguish at the burden placed on them during such a profoundly personal and public moment of grief. This revelation further highlighted the immense pressures placed on Diana's sons in the wake of her death. Spencer's empathy and protective instincts for his nephews have been evident in his public statements over the years. He has consistently expressed admiration for the strength they demonstrated during this difficult time and has spoken out against the continued intrusion of the media into their lives. Beyond his reflections on Diana and her legacy, Spencer has also opened up about his own experiences and struggles. As the 9th Earl Spencer, he inherited the family estate, Althorpe, where Diana is buried. He has taken on the responsibility of preserving the estate's history and ensuring that it serves as a fitting tribute to his sister. At the same time, Spencer has candidly discussed the personal challenges he has faced, including his efforts to find peace and healing after years of trauma. Spencer's reflections serve as a powerful reminder of the enduring impact of Diana's life and death. His commitment to honoring her memory, coupled with his willingness to speak out about the challenges she faced, has helped to keep her legacy alive for new generations. In an era where the royal family continues to grapple with issues of public perception and media scrutiny, Spencer's insights offer a valuable perspective on the human cost of life in the public eye. In Spencer's deeply emotional memoir, A Very Private School, he courageously opens up about the harrowing abuse he endured during his formative years. The book takes readers into the grim reality of his childhood, exposing the violent and manipulative behaviors he was subjected to by those who were supposed to care for him. Spencer recounts his time at a prestigious boarding school, where he was subjected to physical abuse and emotional manipulation by the very staff members entrusted with his well-being. His experience was not isolated, but part of a larger culture of silence and complicity within the institution. The very structure that was meant to nurture and educate young boys instead became a breeding ground for cruelty and mistreatment. Throughout his memoir, Spencer sheds light on the darker side of elite educational institutions, where violence and control were hidden beneath the veneer of tradition and discipline. The school, with its focus on maintaining a reputation of excellence, prioritized the appearance of order and refinement over the safety and emotional health of its students. Spencer, like many others, was caught in the crossfire of this unspoken culture of abuse, where those in power operated with impunity. He was not alone in his suffering. His sister, Diana, also became a victim of the same abusive practices, enduring the same harsh treatment at the hands of the school's staff. The memoir doesn't stop at his experiences at the boarding school, but extends to a disturbing chapter in his life, involving their childhood nanny. This woman, who should have provided comfort and care, instead subjected both Spencer and Diana to cruel punishments. These experiences were not only traumatic at the moment, but created a deeply ingrained sense of fear and distrust that would affect Spencer for many years. As he reflects on these moments, Spencer paints a chilling picture of the emotional and psychological toll such abuse takes on a young mind. He highlights the confusion and isolation that stemmed from being in an environment where authority figures were both abusers and those who were supposed to protect. The consequences of such mistreatment go far beyond physical harm. They instilled in Spencer a deep sense of shame, guilt, and a struggle with self-worth. birth. It wasn't until much later in life that the full weight of these childhood traumas came crashing down on him. He experienced a breakdown, unable to cope with the years of suppressed emotions and repressed memories. It was during this low point that Spencer sought therapy in an attempt to make sense of his past and heal from the scars that had shaped his adult life. A very private school served as an important part of Spencer's healing process. For him, putting pen to paper became a form of therapy, an outlet for the pain and confusion he had carried for decades. In sharing his story, Spencer not only gave voice to his suffering, but also to the untold stories of countless others who had faced similar abuse. His journey from victim to advocate is one of strength and resilience, and through his writing, he offers a message of hope to those who have suffered in silence. By speaking out, Spencer hopes to encourage other survivors of abuse to share their stories, break the silence, and reclaim their voices. The act of writing the memoir was not without its challenges. It required Spencer to confront the most painful chapters of his past, dredging up memories that he had spent years trying to forget. Yet, in doing so, he was able to make sense of the trauma and find a sense of closure that had long eluded him. He believes that healing can only begin when the truth is told, and this truth, while painful, is essential for both personal and societal healing. For Spencer, the memoir was not just a recounting of his past. It was a step toward reclaiming his sense of agency and breaking free from the long-lasting effects of abuse. As Spencer reflects on his upbringing, he touches on the concept of privilege and its relationship to suffering. Growing up in an aristocratic family, he was surrounded by wealth, status, and the expectations that came with his privileged position. However, Spencer's experience is a stark reminder that privilege does not offer protection from harm. Despite the outward appearance of success and happiness, his childhood was filled with pain and trauma. This realization highlights the insidious nature of abuse, how it can remain hidden beneath the surface, even in the most privileged circles. For Spencer, the expectation to maintain appearances and uphold the family name often came at the expense of his well-being. The pressure to conform to societal standards of success and propriety created an environment in which the suffering of children like Spencer and Diana was overlooked or ignored. Spencer's memoir is not just a personal story. It serves as a critique of the societal structures that enable abuse to persist. By shedding light on the toxic culture of silence that surrounds institutions of power, he calls for greater accountability and transparency in the systems that are supposed to protect the vulnerable. In doing so, he challenges the notion that wealth and status are indicators of safety or security. Spencer's story is a poignant reminder that the cost of maintaining appearances can be high, and it is often those who are the most vulnerable who pay the price. Through his advocacy for survivors, Spencer continues to use his voice to ensure that others are not silenced and that the truth comes to light. By sharing his experiences, Spencer has become a powerful advocate for the survivors of abuse, encouraging them to speak out, heal, and seek justice. His memoir is an inspiring testament to the strength of the human spirit and the importance of breaking the silence that allows abuse to thrive. It is a call to action for all of us to question the systems and structures that perpetuate suffering and to stand up for those who have been silenced for far too long. Despite a tumultuous romantic history marked by 3 divorces, Spencer, the prominent British aristocrat, seems to have finally found happiness and stability with his partner, Norwegian archaeologist Dr. Kat Jarman. Spencer's past relationships have often been in the spotlight, and his divorces have been widely discussed in the media. However, in a surprising turn of events, his latest romance has provided him with a sense of contentment and fulfillment that he had long been searching for. The story of Spencer and Jarman's relationship began in 2021 when the renowned archaeologist started an excavation project at Althorpe, Spencer's ancestral family estate. Althorpe is known not only as the family home of Spencer, but also as the childhood home of his late sister, Princess Diana, a connection that has often kept the estate in the public eye. Jarman, whose career is rooted in archaeology and the study of ancient human history, was invited to Althorpe to carry out a project related to the estate's history. As she worked on the excavation, Spencer and Jarman initially formed a professional bond, which over time blossomed into a deep and meaningful friendship. This burgeoning friendship between Spencer and Jarman quickly evolved into something more. Their mutual respect for one another's work, as well as their shared interest in history, began to lay the foundation for a romantic connection. At the time of their meeting, Spencer was in the midst of a difficult separation from his third wife, Karen Spencer, which ultimately led to their divorce in 2024. The breakdown of his marriage, although painful, provided Spencer with the opportunity to reflect on his journey and open himself up to new possibilities. As Spencer navigated the complexities of his personal life, including the emotional and psychological toll of his previous divorces, he found solace and understanding in Jarman's companionship. Spencer has openly discussed how Jarman's presence in his life has been a stabilizing force, helping him regain a sense of balance and focus. He has described Jarman as not only a supportive partner, but also a spontaneous and adventurous spirit who has inspired him to embrace new challenges and experiences. Through her encouragement, Spencer has embarked on a process of personal growth, using the opportunity to heal from the wounds of his past. The couple's bond deepened further through their shared interests, which included their passion for history and the exploration of complex historical narratives. Their collaboration on the podcast, The Rabbit Hole Detectives, has allowed them to explore and discuss historical mysteries and unsolved questions, drawing on their respective areas of expertise. The podcast has become a shared project that highlights both their intellectual chemistry and their deepening personal connection. In the podcast, they delve into various historical topics, often blending humor with insightful analysis. The podcast's success has not only strengthened their professional partnership, but has also provided a platform for Spencer and Jarman to explore the world of history together in a public and engaging way. The shared experience has been a source of joy and pride for both of them. Though there has been some public scrutiny of their relationship due to the noticeable 18-year age gap between Spencer and Jarman, the couple has remained unfazed. Critics have questioned the legitimacy of their connection, often focusing on the difference in their ages as a point of contention. However, Spencer has been quick to defend the authenticity of their relationship, stating that despite the age gap, their bond feels entirely natural and genuine. He has emphasized that their connection transcends age and is rooted in mutual respect, intellectual curiosity, and shared values. For Spencer, the relationship with Jarman has been about more than just romantic attraction. It has been an opportunity for emotional healing and growth. Spencer has acknowledged the challenges of navigating relationships in the public eye, especially given his high-profile family and the legacy of his late sister, Princess Diana. The pressure of public scrutiny has, at times, been overwhelming, but Jarman has provided Spencer with the emotional support needed to weather these storms. Her calm and steady presence has been instrumental in helping him regain his confidence and sense of self. Spencer has also credited Jarman with encouraging him to embrace new experiences and perspectives, something that has enriched both his personal and professional life. The couple's dynamic has been praised for its balance of intellectual compatibility and emotional connection. While Spencer is known for his aristocratic background and high-profile status, Jarman brings a refreshing sense of academic rigor and intellectual curiosity to their relationship. Her work as an archaeologist, combined with her independent and free-spirited nature, has complemented Spencer's more traditional upbringing. They have found common ground in their shared interests, but also in their ability to learn from one another and approach life with a sense of adventure. Jarman, for her part, has expressed how Spencer's open-mindedness and warmth have made their relationship so fulfilling. She has noted that his openness to new ideas and experiences has allowed her to feel comfortable sharing her passions with him. Their shared love of history has been a central pillar of their relationship, with both partners actively engaging in conversations about the past, present, and future. For Jarman, Spencer's genuine interest in her work and his support of her career have been key factors in deepening their connection. She has spoken about how their intellectual discussions, often centered around the mysteries of history and the past, have brought them closer together, fostering both respect and affection. While their relationship has flourished in many ways, the couple is not without their challenges. Despite their strong connection, the age gap and the ongoing public attention can sometimes create pressures that most couples do not face. However, Spencer and Jarman have proven that their bond is resilient, based on mutual trust and an understanding that age is merely a number when it comes to love. Their relationship serves as a reminder that happiness can be found in unexpected places, and that personal growth and healing are possible, even after years of emotional turmoil. As they continue to build their lives together, Spencer and Jarman are a testament to the power of second chances and the ability to find love and companionship later in life. Their story is one of resilience, personal growth, and the importance of embracing the unknown, both in history and life. For Spencer, finding happiness with Jarman marks a new chapter in his journey, one that is filled with promise, adventure, and the joy of shared discovery. Spencer's personal life has long been under public scrutiny, marked by multiple high-profile marriages that ended in divorce. Despite these challenges, he has 7 children and has spoken about the difficulty of maintaining close relationships with his older kids. His financial stability comes from the 13,000-acre Althorpe estate, which generates income through tourism, events, and its historical significance. The estate is a major source of revenue, hosting weddings and corporate functions, and enhancing Spencer's wealth. In addition to his family legacy, Charles Spencer has built a distinguished career as a historian and author, gaining recognition for his in-depth exploration of British aristocracy and his ancestral history. He has authored several successful books, shedding light on the fascinating lives and struggles of his forebears, while offering unique insights into the British nobility. Spencer's literary work has not only strengthened his reputation, but also contributed significantly to his financial prosperity. Despite the complexities of his personal life, his stewardship of the Althorpe estate, alongside his writing, has solidified his status as a prominent and respected figure in British society, continuing the Spencer family's legacy. Now in his 60s, Spencer is focused on personal growth and cultivating a positive relationship with his partner, Jarman. Embracing therapy, Tai Chi, and mindfulness, he has actively worked on overcoming past traumas and improving his emotional well-being. While he remains open to the possibility of marriage in the future, Spencer has emphasized the importance of taking things slowly, prioritizing self-care and healing. His journey is a powerful story of resilience and reinvention as he continues to honor his sister Diana's legacy while addressing his past. Spencer's life reflects the belief that healing and happiness can be achieved, no matter the challenges one faces.